It's Hot 937, hot937.com, your hot morning food, Buck and Nancy, and a very good friend of ours. Album's about to come out too, Nancy.
Yes, Javier Colon.
What's up?
What's going on?
My people, how you doing?
Good. You look like you're still staying in shape, man.
I'm trying. I've been doing a lot of running around and a lot of gym work. So trying to stay right.
Now, you were telling me yesterday you did a twofer. Tell me exactly. You said spent 5 hours in the gym, Javier.
I spent
Five.
Yes, but it wasn't like 5 hours running on a treadmill or anything. But it was 5 hours of playing some racquetball, a little basketball. It was a little bit of everything. Just trying to keep the cardio up. But I'm hurting today, I'm gonna be honest.
You feeling it?
I'm hurting. Oh man, I'm hurting.
You got curls for the girls. Your arms getting good. You got a gun show going on.
Working on it. So far so good.
It's got to be tough staying in shape on the road, going to a hotel. But every time we go away, Nancy, I say, as soon as I get to the hotel, I'm going to the gym. I ain't been to the gym yet.
Right. No,
the hotel.
The hotel gyms they're usually just not that great. I mean,
Not that great.
They're just not. It's not like going to LA Fitness. It's just not. It's
Right.
just not the same. But if then the other thing with the gyms too is now that like people kind of recognize you feel like going to the gym or in the hotel, and then for some reason at home it's kind of okay because people
They knew
me before, and whatever. Sometimes people come up to you and be like, hey, they talk to you, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, it kind of weirds me out to go to the hotel gym, and then people like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You got some weird things going on.
Yeah, just sometimes.
You need to talk to your therapist about that.
You know what it is sometimes folks will just kind of start. This is something new to me. Is that people would just like, they don't ask you, they just start taking pictures of you, and that's something that I'm not used to. So all of a sudden, and it's happened to me like a bajillion times where I'll be in line somewhere, or we'll be at the mall, or like I was in an airplane one time, and then this guy's sitting next to me, and he just kind of turns his phone to the side.
The slide
picture.
He's like pretending like he's not even paying attention to me. And then the flash goes off, and I'm like, did a flash just go off? And then I look at him, he's looking at his phone, and I see me on his phone, and I'm like, wow, it's crazy. But you know what?
Did you say you should have just asked me? I would have taken the picture. Because you're a nice guy.
Yeah, I would. But I didn't say anything in that particular case. But I
Right.
mean, maybe that's what I should say. I don't know. But it's cool. These are good problems to have.
And you've been in the
So-
magazines. You've been in Us magazine. Do you like seeing yourself in magazines and stuff, or is it weird for you, or is it cool?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I like seeing it, because it means that we're spreading the word and getting out there and just trying to keep things moving in the right direction. So when you see stuff like that, that's always good. And there's been a lot of it, which has been great. Just constantly trying to get more.
Brand new album comes out today. How nervous are you?
I'm not really. I mean, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited just to be able to get something out. I mean, this day I thought would never come. To have a chance to do this again. So I'm very thankful. I'm just really excited to have some new music for people to listen to. I know there's a lot more people now than there were before who actually want to hear some
You
songs.
singing.
Yeah.
They want to hear you.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to get them some music.
It's funny, until this day, today, you're talking about the album comes out, and the last album you put out, was there ever a time in between when you're like, it's never going to happen again?
Yeah. I mean, when I lost my deal with Capitol Records in '06, I was pretty confident that I would get something else. I was like, you know what, we'll just, I'll just go and
Regroup.
get something else. You regroup and just find another label that believes, and as the years went by and as the meetings, would end and we would hear back or we would get no's, or doors kind of shut in our faces. I kind of started to realize, okay, I'm like, this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but let's keep plugging away, let's keep trying.
Yeah.
And then up to the beginning of this year, when I got one of the final doors shut in my face, Blue Note Records, that I thought,
Big Jazz League, Blue Note.
man,
big
I
label.
really thought they were going to sign me, and I had some champions in the building that were really, in my favor and in my corner, and I really thought it was going to happen, and they came to a showcase. I did a showcase at Joe's Pub in New York, and I really thought it was going to happen, and then 2 days later we hear back, and they're like, we decided to pass.
Wow.
And I was just like, that was when I was the most like doubtful, and that's when I was like, okay, you know what, I might literally I might have to go do something else because
Like, what were you gonna do? You know, because I know that you have kids, you have a
Musician.
wife. Like, what were you gonna do? Like, what kind of job were you gonna get?
You know?
that's right. I mean, I'm a musician. That's what I've always done. You know, since I graduated college. I mean, I've been a musician. You know, so I did graduate college with a degree in music ed from the Hart School of Music here in West
Shout
Hartford.
out.
So shout out. So I knew that I might be able to do that at some point. But that wasn't like you can't just go out and say, I'm just going to start teaching tomorrow.
But that
or
really was
next
something
week.
that you thought you might have to do, like be a teacher.
And it's honestly it's something that I would love to do at some point. I didn't want to be forced to do it, but I would love to give back, and I wouldn't be here had it not been for my music teachers. So that's something that I would love to do, but I didn't want to, only do it because it was my only option. I wanted to do it because I wanted to do it,
Right.
and I was out of options. So I was gonna have to do whatever. If I had to work at Home Depot or if I had to go to wherever, I was gonna have to do it just to collect a paycheck and secure insurance and just to kind of make sure that the family was taken care of.
Yeah, sure.
I would love to see the looks on the faces of the Blue Note executives when you won.
Have you heard back from them?
When they realized that I was on the show, they called and they was like, "Hey, this is a game changer. Can we talk?" And
Really?
And obviously, if they had seen me on TV, obviously it was too late at that point to sign me because I had been already signed and to all these contracts and stuff. So they couldn't get me. And you know what? I've got no ill will towards them because everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Had that, I could have ended up being signed to Blue Note and then
Never
it kinda
had this
fizzled and-
opportunity.
Yeah. So exactly right. So
Actually, it was a
happened.
blessing.
It happened the way it's supposed to happen.
So we talked to you after you won The Voice, and we talked about how your life changed. But you've been back home. How weird is it for people to come up to you in your hometown and be like, "Oh, Javier"?
It's crazy. We did this thing at the mall the other day at West Farms that I brought in Santa Claus for the
Right.
for the season.
I had friends who brought their kids just to see Santa,
That's-
and the girls came to see you.
That's awesome. See,
Yeah.
and that's stuff that I wasn't used to walk into the mall and see, thousands of people just kind of hanging out, waiting for me to perform, and it was very, it's very surreal. That's a mall that I walk weekly.
Isn't it weird?
Like I know it like the back of my hand. I go to that mall so often, and I'm at the Apple Store all the time. And then
I'm surprised you haven't run into Bob.
Actually, I live there. I think I live there, man.
I know. They all know me in there. They know that I come in and whatnot all the time. I just ask questions and then I leave. And I come
That's
back.
me. That's me.
So yeah.
That's so funny that your life hasn't changed. Like you can't just make a call to Mr. Apple Store.
No, I want to go myself.
That's so
I
funny.
gotta browse.
Huh?
I gotta check out. I gotta ask all the people in blue shirts questions and stuff.
You guys are so pathetic in your Apple Store.
I know,
Jeez,
I know.
The
jeez.
album is coming out. We want to go through a couple of tracks and you explain the tracks, talk about them, and what the
Yeah.
tracks are about and everything, so give people a chance to hear it before they can buy it.
Absolutely. I guess we'll start with the single, As Long As We've Got Love, which is a song that I co-wrote with a guy named Dave Hodges, David Bassett, and Natasha Bennyfield. And
She's amazing.
She's awesome.
She's got the greatest voice.
She is
How'd
awesome.
you hook up with her?
Through one of my other producers and through some of the folks at the label, they had some connections with her, and
Nice.
we had this song that it was the last song that we wrote for the album. We were still kind of looking for a single, and we stumbled upon this, and we loved it immediately. We ended up getting it over to Natasha, and she penned a second verse for us, and she wanted to sing on it, and we were just like amazing. So
All right, and the name of the song is?
As Long As We've Got Love.
All right, let's listen.